Some of the harder parts of my job is some of them, some days it's not as physical, but it's just a mental strain. Everything that you go under, you're trying to listen to different people, you write different reports. And so as far as a physical strain, it's not a lot of mental that way. Some of the other things that are hard in this job is seeing children where they've been hurt by a pedophile or whatever it might be. That stuff's tough to try to see kids get hurt. Or as far as traffic accidents, you see little kids get hurt or elderly people get hurt. That's really tough because the younger people, they can take it better than the kids or the elderly people. And so those things are tough. And one of the toughest things is I remember being on patrol and you hear of an officer going down, being shot. And so that's one thing that was really tough that sits in my mind. I remember the location where I was sitting and watching for the suspect vehicle. And that officer didn't make it. And I knew that officer. I'd known him for years before he was a police officer. And when you have another officer, a fellow officer, go down, that's really tough because we're all in for the same reason, to make things safer on the street and for us to go home. And especially when you know that officer in person, and that's tough. And it's something that I'll never forget. Another thing that's frustrating in this job that's hard is we work the case, we have our suspect, and I know the suspect did it, my victim knows the suspect did it, but I can't prove it. And so that's a frustrating thing. You know someone committed the crime, but you can't prove it in court. And so as a police officer, you're going to come across those things, and you just need to know that's going to happen. You're not going to solve every crime as much as you'd like to, but things, or you're going to lose a court case because of one little technicality, and that's frustrating. But we'll get them next time. You just have to keep it at that. Next time you see them, you may have charges, you may be able to prosecute it, and that's our plan. But it can be frustrating at times too, so just so you know that.